Welcome back everyone in C programming tutorial session. In this video we are going to learn about assignment operators and bitwise operators. So without wasting more time, let's get started. First operator is assignment operator. In assignment operator, one operator is equal to, another is plus equal to, another is minus equal to, next is star equal to and divide equal to, and modulus equal to. What is the meaning of these operators? Starting from the beginning, equal to is simply a assignment operator. Say a equal to b. That means, suppose if you write a equal to b, what it means? It means b's value will be assigned to a. Now a is having 0, 5. Now if I assign a equal to b, what will be the value of a after this assignment operation? It will be 5. Next is plus equal to. Plus equal to is similar to a equal to a plus b. Suppose a plus equal to b. What does it mean? A equal to a plus b. This is the meaning of this operation. Assigning the addition value of a plus b into a. This is called plus equal to assignment operator. Similarly, minus equal to also same. A minus equal to b means a minus b. In shortcut process, the assignment operator we write in such a way: minus equal to a minus equal to b means a equal to a minus b. Star equal to. Suppose a star equal to b. Similarly, its meaning of this operator is a equal to a star b. Star equal to assignment operator described this line. So what will happen? Value of a and value of b will be multiplied and the final value will be stored into a. Divide equal to. A divide equal to b. That means a equal to a divided by b. Modulus equal to a modulus equal to b. A modulus b. Suppose here a have 5 or say a have 10 and b have 2. What will be the result? A modulus b, it will be 0. So what will be the output of a? 0. Now let's check the things in programmatical format. I've written a code for this so that you can understand in better way. Let's check that code. In this program, our compilation will start from this line. This is the declaration. Integer I equal to 10 and integer a. Character x, into that I have taken one character alphabet a, caps A, and initialized a equal to 0, and taken another character y, character variable y having character b, caps B. Now in this line, coming to this line, what I am doing, printing the ASCII value of %c. %c means x. X means what? A. ASCII value of a means %c means printing a character. So here it will print a. Then %d. This %d, what will happen? %d of x. Okay. X is what? X is a character type variable, but we are printing that value. We want to print the value in integer format, that is %d. What it will do? A's ASCII value will be printed in this scenario. What is the A's ASCII value? 65. 65 will be printed. Next line, a equal to a plus equal to 10, incremented a's value by 10. A is initially a is having 0, so now it will a is having what? A is having 10. After printing, what it will show? It will show the value 10. Similarly here also, a star equal to 5, I am printing the value of a. What will be the value of a? It will be 50. Previously it was having 10, so now after executing this line, the value of a will be 50. In this division operation also, what is the value of a now? It's 50. Now a divide equal to 4 means 50 divided by 4. What will be the output? 12 point something. So we are getting the output in percentage D, not in float. So it will print 12. It will discard the float part. So it will print the 12 only. In this line, modulus division. Now a is what? A is having 12. In every line, you need to calculate the value of a because a's value is changing after every calculation. So a modular division 2. A mod equal to 2 means a equal to a modulus 2. What will be the output? It will be 0. A equal to 0 because 2 is divisible by 12 is divisible by 2, so remainder is 0. So remainder is the output. Now check this line. In this expression, what we have written? A star equal to a plus I. I's initial value was 10. So A's value is what? A's last value is 0. So A multiplication and A is having what? 0. A plus I. I is having 10. Is that meaning of this expression is this one. So I am putting the value A equal to 0 star 0 plus 10. So here is 10 into 0. So any value multiplied to 0, the result will be 0. But let's check the output of this program. What we have calculated. You can check the values. First value is 65, second is 10, third is 50. Then this one is 12, and the modular division is 0, and this one also 0. This is all about assignment operator. We have seen all the operators used in assignment operation. Now we can move to next operator, bitwise operator. I have listed all the bitwise operators here: bitwise AND, bitwise OR, XOR, left shift and right shift. Now let's talk about bitwise AND first. Bitwise means all the operations or manipulations will be done in bit level. What is the bit level? Suppose you having a value 10. What is the binary version of this 10? 10 10. All this is 0 is a bit, 1 is a bit. In this bit level, the operations are going to take place. So in this bitwise operator, we need to work with bit level. Let's start with the bitwise AND first. Before moving, you have to remember one thing: the truth table of all bitwise operators. Say P is P and Q. I have taken some values here. Now, what will be the truth table for bitwise AND, bitwise OR, and bitwise XOR? Okay. So, in case of bitwise AND, all of us know the AND gate like this. Truth table is same. 0 0 means 0 in case of bitwise AND. Any value In bitwise AND operation, if any of the input is false, all the output will be false. Means for getting a true output, both input should be in true format. So we can check here. Here first input is false, second input is also false, the output will be false. First input is false, second input is true, then also false, because if you are getting both input as true, in that scenario only the output will be true. So here input is true, then output will be true. Here input is true, first input is true, second input is false, so it will be false. So just you have to remember one thing in case of bitwise AND, if both inputs are high, or high means 1, or true means also 1, in that scenario only the whole expression will be true. Okay, next let's check the bitwise OR. In case of bitwise OR, it's opposite to the bitwise AND. If any of the input is true, the whole output will be true. Like OR. OR means any one is true, that whole output will be true. 0, 0, both are false, so output will be false. Here one input is false, another is true, then it will be true. Both is true, no problem, it will be true. If one is true, another is false, then also it will be true. It's very easy to remember. AND and OR is very easy. Just you need to remember the bitwise XOR. It's like XOR gate in electronics. Let's see the bitwise XOR. In case of bitwise XOR, if any one in case of bitwise XOR, if both inputs are same, it will be false. Say first input is 0, second input is 0, the output will be 0. Here also first input is 1, second input is 1, both inputs are same, so it will be 0. Other than that, all inputs will be true. Suppose first input is 0, another is true, so it will be true. First input is true, another is false, it will be true. Just you have to remember this truth table while working with all these bitwise operators. Now let's do practically. Let's take an example of bitwise operator, and we are going to start this. I have made a simple example for you so that you can understand properly all the bitwise level operations in bitwise operator. In first line, I have taken two variables, a equal to 10, b equal to 7. So in first line, what we are doing, bitwise AND. What is the value of AND in binary? It is 10 10. Fine. What is value of 7 in 4-bit format? Suppose 1 1 1 0 1 1 1. Okay. Now what I am doing, bitwise AND. AND means the truth table you need to compare. These are the input. Now 0 1. What will be the output of bitwise AND? 0. 1 1 is true. 0 0. What is the meaning of this? 0 0 1 0. This is 0, this is 2, and all this 4 and 8 is 0. So the value of this statement, what is the value of this statement? 2. What will be the output in percentage D? A and B means A bitwise and B, it will be 2. Now check bitwise OR. Bitwise OR. A is having 10 10, B is having this now bitwise OR. In case of OR, any input is true, then full output will be true. 1 0 and 1 input will be true. 1 is 1 and 1 is also true. Again is true. Again is true. In case of OR, all ones are here. Now you need to calculate the value of 1. You know the series for binary to decimal calculation, because I need to percentage D means is printing an integer value that is in decimal. So first value for bitwise calculation, you can check 1 2 4 8 16 32 64, and likewise there is up to nth place is there. So we need only 4 bit level. So up to this, so this much. Yeah. So first is, so we are adding here 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8. What will be the value? 15. So output of this bitwise AND OR operation will be 15. Let's do bitwise OR. Again 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1. XOR means what? Any combination, it will be true. If both inputs are same, it will be 0. So combination is here 1. If both inputs are same, it will be 0. Combination, okay, 1 1. So it will be 1 plus 1 plus 2. Second place is 0. So 4 plus 8. It will be 12 and 13. Output of bitwise OR will be 13. Now bitwise right shift. In this line we are doing bitwise right shift. How will understand which one is left shift but which one is right shift? In case of left or right shift, you just you have to say the angular brackets. If these angles are signaling towards right, that means it's a right shift bitwise operator. Suppose angles are like this, so it is a left shift bitwise operator. You have to remember this. So in this example, A right shift by 2 places. So what will be the value of A? Is value is 1 0 1 0. So A means 10 bit position in the binary 1 0 1 0. So we are shifting by 2 values, 2 right shift. Right shift means what you have to do? Simply you have to remember, when you are doing right shift means you have to add 2 zeros at the right. So this much you will calculate now after right shift. So what will be the value after right shift? 0 0 you have added previously, 1 0 is there. This part will be discarded. This part will be discarded. Similarly, we will shift this for variable B also. In variable B we are having value 7. So what is the binary representation of 7? 0 1 1 1. So we need to shift right side by 2 bits. So we have to add 2 zeros, and now this part will be calculated for calculation, and this part will be discarded. So what will be the value of? It will be 1. Now let's do left shift, bitwise left shift of A 1 0 1 0. Right shift is easy, but in case of left shift it is little bit tricky, so you have to remember in such a way. Suppose the first value of A is 1 0 1 0. Now you have to do left shift. Left shift, if we are telling about left shift, you have to add 2 zeros in the right. Okay, and now you have to calculate the whole in bitwise left shift. What will be the value now? It will be 40. Fine. This place is 16 and 32. This one is 32. This place is 8 and this one is 32. So it will be 40. 8 plus 32 will be 40. Now check for B also. 0 triple 1, that is 7. Now we need to do left shift. For left shifting we need to add 2 zeros in the right side, and you have to calculate the whole. That is now what will be the values? 4 plus 8 plus 16, that is 28. I think this much is clear to all, how you can work with bitwise operators, bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise XOR, and left shift, right shift bitwise operator. If you have any doubt, you can comment me in the comment section. Let's check the output what we have calculated. You can also calculate. Output is same what you have calculated. Bitwise AND is 2, bitwise OR is 15, bitwise XOR is 13. Here is 2, right shift, first right shift is 2, second right shift is 1, it is 40, it is 28. So it is okay. You can run this program. You can also check the values by changing the values of A and B and calculate on paper whether the result is coming correct or not, and let me know also in the comment section. This much clear to all. I am able to clear all your doubts regarding operators, and this is the end of operator section in C programming language. Hope you have liked my video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel to get more videos on upcoming C topics. Thank you for watching. Take care and goodbye.